Let's talk about the most lucrative land deal in the history of the United States, the biggest bargain of the century. What I'm talking about is the Alaskan land purchase by the United States from Russia. This land purchase has generated multi-hundred billions of dollars for the United States, yet back in 1876 they bought it from Russia for just $7.2 million. Now, in today's money, that's $144 million. Now, that's almost nothing compared to what it has brought in, because look at Alaska. It is obviously a treasure trove of natural resources. Not only the oil, but also gold, but also timber, but also furs and things like that. And plus, it's a strategic point for the United States Navy. It's just overall, it's the perfect purchase for the United States. Yet at that time, everyone was making fun of those in power that spent this outrageous amount of money at a time of $7.2 million on it. They call it the seaward folly or the Arctic wasteland and so on. Because think about it, it's actually 586,000 square miles of basically frozen land for half of the year, and that it's like a very hostile climate, and most people didn't ever want to move to Alaska. But it all turned out very, very well, as you all know, right? But here's the thing, how did it actually happen? Well, here's how it happens. So Russia was part of the Crimean War and had lost that war. And as a result, Russia was pretty much bankrupt. So they had no money to pay their debts and they needed to sell some stuff. It's kind of similar to the Louisiana Purchase when Napoleon was trying to gather funds for the next war. In this case, it is past the last war and they had no money. They just lost some territories and they looked at it like, well, we got this terrain over there. It's really hard to defend. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's across the ocean. It's separated from the mainland of Russia, and the US and Canada are pretty close by. The British could basically take over at any given time there and just annex it, and they wouldn't probably have a chance of holding on to it. So they chose, actually not a bad decision at the time, given what they knew about the land, they chose to sell it to the United States of America. And again, the United States acted on it. They were laughed at by the population, but at the end, it was a very, very smart move. So now, here's the thing. Why do I bring this up? Well, obviously, my name is Jack Bosch, and we're known for flipping land. We have flipped over 4,500 pieces of land, and we have done land deals all over the country. So in any case, any kind of land purchase is always interesting to me. Now, you probably can't do, neither can I probably, pull off $144 million in today's money land purchase. Now, plus, there's not land available like that. The last big deal like that is Larry Ellison from Oracle Corporation ended up buying the island of Lanai just a few years ago for $300 million. But other than that, there isn't that much land for sale anymore. But you can do this also at a smaller scale. You can actually make tons of money with land today in today's economy using the strategies that we have been doing and that we're teaching all along. For example, you can go and get land in the outskirts of town and sell it to a builder. You can get larger acreage and split it up into multiple parcels and sell it to recreational people. You can buy infill lots and sell them again to builders and developers. And in the process, you can also benefit from land. Or you can buy land with trees on them and then actually sell the trees, sell the wood, sell the timber to timber people and get some tremendous cash from land, and then the trees grow back, and in a bunch of years you can do it again and again and again. You can also rent land out. We had a piece of land that we used, and then we rented to a construction company who stored their equipment on there overnight, and they paid us $2,500 a month for a long time on that land, and so we made land cash flow. You can do a lot of things with land that you never thought you could. And it all started with a big purchase like the Alaska Purchase, where the United States bought something that they didn't really know if it was a good idea or not. They saw the strategic use for it, but then shortly after they were vindicated by finding oil and gold and all these kind of things there. Well, you know what? Today you can do the same thing. You can buy land in areas, and then all of a sudden you find mineral rights underneath, you find oil underneath, you find gold underneath, you find gemstone underneath. So the same idea that worked back then still works today. Land flipping is still a strategy. Actually, it's probably the best hidden strategy in the entire real estate industry. For every 1,000 house flippers, there's probably one land flipper. In the last month, there's only 2,800 pieces of land that sold in the United States, but there's 40,000 houses that sold in the United States. So right there, it means that there's way less people in the market and there's way less people that are actually doing this. So if you want to learn how to take part of the land ownership and reap the benefits and make money from dirt, or like the US government did, from ice, then simply go over to the link that is in the description below and register for a free class that we're going to show you exactly how to do this from the comfort of your home, from anywhere in the world, and participate in the land riches. All right, see you there.